If you travel the highways of this country, you'll see lots of windmills, or more correctly, wind turbines that generate electric power. Texas, Iowa, and California are the states with the most wind turbines. Along Interstate 10 in the low desert of California between Indio and Palm Springs, there are about 4,000 wind turbines generating huge amounts of electric power. We took a wind turbine tour to get a close-up look. There are different options for the tour. You can go in a group tour on a golf cart, you can get a personal tour in a golf cart, or you can do what we did. We took a driving, self-guided tour through the wind turbine farm. First, you get to see some exhibits. These involve historic photographs, documents, and 2 videos that discuss the history of wind turbines in the Palm Springs area. The first turbines were set up here in the 1980s, thanks in part to lots of state grants that made it profitable for companies to invest in wind power. In many ways, though, it's been trial and error, as some of the early wind turbines were just not sustainable given the constant high gusts of the wind in this area.
Long ago, that wind turbines first made their appearance here. Originally intended for a mobile home park, this land became the very first wind farm in Southern California. The global energy crisis of the 1970s set us off in search of new sources of energy, specifically renewable energy. Fortunately, renewable energy literally surrounds us. It's in the rays of the sun. It's in moving water.
When you take the self-guided tour, you get a map with lots of instructions ahead of time in terms of where to go and what to stop and see. The staff were really helpful, telling us exactly where to go and highlighting things on the map that we want to see. There is an app that you download on your phone. It has recorded guidance to tell you what you're looking at. So at every stop on the tour, you have a voice telling you what it is that you're seeing and why it's important. At most of the stops, you can get out and look at the items on display. However, you're told not to climb any of the turbines. Some of them are 400 feet tall, so I suppose it's probably good that you're reminded you can't climb a 400-foot tall wind turbine. Actually, the guys who get up there and work on them climb up ladders on the inside, and there's a video in the introduction area for the tour that shows you how those guys do that. Everywhere you look, more turbines. If you listen carefully, you can hear the sound of the equipment up at the top of the turbine. You'll also get to stop and see a working solar farm. The panels are motorized and they follow the path of the sun throughout the day. You will drive past this construction site. This is a huge green project being built. It's actually a greenhouse for cannabis. So you could say it's a green building in the extent that it's going to be producing lots of medical marijuana. Wind turbines and solar energy systems are producing more and more of the electricity we need, but in California, there's still a peak demand period in the late afternoon and early evening. Basically, everybody gets home from work and they turn on the dishwasher and the washing machine and all the other things, and they charge their cars, and the need for electricity outstrips what's being produced at that time of the day. So natural gas-powered electric generation is still happening, and indeed there is a natural gas-fired power plant at the end of this tour. It was a beautiful day, and we enjoyed the fresh air and sunshine as we toured this wind power generating array outside of Palm Springs, California.